Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA Rookie Showcase, where we will see the top prospects competing for a top spot in the upcoming NBA Draft. This is Kevin Harlan alongside my friend Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg.
And Kevin, you know, this is a game I always look forward to. I mean, there's excitement and anticipation. There's such a great concentration of young talent. It really begins the process for these young men of kind of measuring themselves against the best players in the world. So I'm looking forward to it.
And keep in mind, guys, scouts and GMs have watched these players all season long. So this game is very important, but it's really just one more piece of the puzzle.
The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups.
Well, guys, how about the anticipation for this year's Rookie Showcase? When you look in the stands, the celebrities, the stars are everywhere. You got press, scouts, GMs, and then you add in the players and the fans. I mean, the buildup and the excitement for this exact game, where so much is riding on the performance of these young and talented players. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Me too, Steve. You can really feel the buzz in the air. I mean, people have been talking about the players and what's to come of the upcoming draft, and there's an awful lot to be excited about this time of year. You look around the gym, a lot of movers and shakers in attendance.
Yeah, you sure are. And if you want to be seen by an NBA...
Here's Parker on the inbound. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Parker has been all kinds of problems for him. He's already up to 11 points and 1 steal. He's really having a big impact here early.
Yeah, what a start for him. He has hit the ground running.
46 seconds left in the first. Levine kicks to McDermott. The Elites with another miss. And the Stars leading by 12. Smart with the ball. He has 7. Stauskas with the bucket.
Well, you've got to like the way he's been playing.
No, that's right, Clark. Competing at both ends of the floor, and you know he's showing the scouts what he can do.
Pass to Gordon. It's rebounded by the Elites. And here's the fast break. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And you know, by the way, guys, I love the fact that this game is being held right here in New York. Talk about being the center of the media universe.
Well, Steve, I even saw some cameras flashing before the game, taking pictures of you, my friend. You've reached celebrity rock star status, even in your understated way, man.
And the Stars leading by 5. And the whistle blows. He decides to foul intentionally for some reason.
I'm not sure why you would foul right there. That's obviously not the smart thing to do, so a mistake there.
And the first half ends in a close one. Stars lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You know, one of the things I noticed this year on my way into the big event here is all the glitz and the glamour. I mean, the arena's decked out. You got vendors outside, the limousines with all the celebrities coming to attend. I'll tell you what, I'm just glad I'm wearing my best outfit, because otherwise I wouldn't have fit in very well.
Yeah, you look sharp, buddy. You are as sharp as they come. And as we were talking earlier on, the paparazzi and all those other folks making their way out. And because they're here, this has become one of their key events of the year here in New York. And that's saying a lot, considering all that goes on in the Big Apple.
On the court right now for the Stars. The Stars trail by 7. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even
here's McDermott, passes it to Powers. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
you know, in the work he's been doing on the back.
Powers in at shooting guard. Randall out there with McDermott. Then it's Exum, and it's Embiid in at the center. That's the group on the floor for the Elites. And the foul on the closer.
Listening to the sounds of Miss Demeanor.
Good game tonight. GM of the Clippers here. We're picking 28th in the upcoming draft and are very interested in what you bring to the table. All right, let's get to it. The Clippers have been able to bring in a lot of talent the last few seasons, and we feel like our lineup is pretty much set for the future, except out on the wings. With that said, we plan on taking a very close look at you when our pick comes up. How do you feel your game blends in with our other young guys like Blake, CP3, and DeAndre?
Oh, I think it blends in perfectly, for real. You have the finishers in DeAndre and Blake to get buckets inside. And with Chris Paul, things will open up. I think I can step in and be that perimeter threat that takes this team to the next level. If I can do my thing with those guys, man, we'll be unstoppable.
All right then, one more. This team has a lot of momentum right now. We've gone through a rough patch for, well, a while now. But with guys like Chris Paul and Blake Griffin on hand, we really feel like we're on the up and up as you saw last year. We like what we've seen out of you, but how do you see yourself fitting in with the team?
I mean, truthfully, I really feel like I fit in incredibly well with this team. You got Blake, Chris, DeAndre. Man, you got so many great players on the roster already. If you added me to it, we'd take the league by storm. I think we'd be one of the favorites to get to the NBA Finals if I came aboard.
Great answers. I really think you'd fit in great with us. Here's hoping we're able to draft you with our pick.
Hello, I'm the head scout for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We have the 29th pick in the draft and are narrowing down our list of draft targets. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. Talk about what you have to improve on as you make the jump to the next level. We'd like to see what you think about your game as a whole.
I don't believe in the definition of anyone having a perfect game, but I really don't feel like I need to change my game to be successful at the next level. I think my talents speak for themselves, and I'm not about to go changing my game just because I'm playing against some new, allegedly better opponents.
Interesting. Next question. What do you think you'll bring to a franchise as far as marketability?
Honestly, I tend to shy away from the attention. I'm not a fan of the glitz and glamour or the parties or the magazine interviews or the television specials or any of that stuff. If you need a guy who's going to get out in the community and make a name for the team, I really don't think that's me. I'm strictly focused on my game and the team, you know?
Thanks for your time. It was a little disappointing, to be honest, but I appreciate you being upfront with us.
Good game tonight. GM of the Spurs here. We have the 30th pick of the draft and are looking for someone to be the face of our franchise. We'd like to ask you a couple questions and get a feel for how well you'd fit in with us. As a whole, the San Antonio Spurs have kept the same core for the better part of a decade now. We found a winning formula and stuck by it, just rotating in supporting pieces where necessary. Unfortunately, the time has come where we need to start thinking about overhauling the roster. We really love the idea of you being a part of that process. What do you think about being a centerpiece for the new San Antonio Spurs?
Honestly, no thank you. I'm looking to come into this league and win right away. I want rings, titles. I feel like your franchise has a long road to recovery before it's ready to compete again. And I'm just not willing to give the time to wait that out.
Okay, last question. Being in the NBA brings a lot of responsibilities, and some people just aren't ready for it, if you know what I mean. What are your plans once you get that first paycheck?
To be honest, that's something I haven't given much thought. Right now, I'm completely focused on my game and getting drafted in the lottery. Hopefully top 5, man. That'd be nice.
Thanks for answering our questions. I don't know that we're a fit for you at this time. We'll need to discuss internally. I'll be in touch.
Good evening and welcome everyone to the 2014 NBA Draft. Tonight we celebrate a new generation of basketball talent making its way into the NBA. Their dedication and hard work have paid off, and this moment is the next step in their promising young careers. It is also a time of optimism and hope for our fans as their beloved teams look for that final piece of the puzzle. The selections that are made tonight will be viewed by millions of NBA fans around the world in more than 200 countries. Everyone is ready, so let's get started. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Andrew Wiggins from Toronto and the University of Kansas. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Jabari Parker from Duke University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Joel Embiid from Yaoundé, Cameroon, and the University of Kansas. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Aaron Gordon from the University of Arizona. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Dante Exum from Melbourne, Australia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Marcus Smart from Oklahoma State University. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Julius Randle from the University of Kentucky. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Nick Stauskas from Mississauga, Canada, and the University of Michigan. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Noah Vonleh from Indiana University. With the 10th pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Elfrid Payton from the University of Louisiana Lafayette. With the 11th pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Doug McDermott from Creighton University. With the 12th pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Dario Saric from Šibenik, Croatia. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Zach LaVine from UCLA. With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select TJ Warren from North Carolina State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Adrian Payne from Michigan State University. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Yusuf Nurkic from Tuzla, Bosnia and Herzegovina. With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select James Young from the University of Kentucky. With the 18th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Tyler Ennis from Brampton, Canada and Syracuse University. With the 19th pick in the NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Gary Harris from Michigan State University. With the 20th pick in the NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select Bruno Caballo from São Paulo, Brazil. With the 21st pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Mitch McGary from the University of Michigan. With the 22nd pick in the NBA draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Jordan Adams from UCLA. With the 23rd pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Rodney Hood from Duke University. With the 24th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Shabazz Napier from the University of Connecticut. With the 25th pick in the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets select Clint Capella from Geneva, Switzerland. With the 26th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select PJ Hairston. He last played for the Texas Legends of the NBA Development League. With the 27th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Bogdan Bogdanovic from Belgrade, Serbia. With the 28th pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Clippers select Dick Howard from Oakland University.
And just an absolutely gorgeous view here of downtown Los Angeles.
be a great year. Starting right now, baby.
Only in the NBA. What a way to start out your new career. Welcome to this Thursday night edition of the NBA alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan on 2K Sports. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Serge Ibaka in this one?
It didn't take long for Serge Ibaka to establish himself as one of the best shot blockers in the league. He has impeccable timing, and he's so athletic.
Phillips against Jackson. Kicks to Lamb. There's the triple. That drops. Lamb's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Rivers. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Clippers have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And so the first quarter is in the books.
No better show in town than the Clippers.
I got my...
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. After the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
And I thought they built this lead mainly because of their work on the glass. They really dominated the rebounding totals.
And it takes an effort from all 5 guys to get a rebounding advantage like that. Everybody has to rebound the ball. That's how you finish off your defense.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder. Ibaka is out there with Carter. It's Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Divac. And it's Jackson at the point.
Oh, you look at Jeremy Lamb, physically 6'5", almost a 7-foot wingspan. Jumps well. He's got all the tools to be special at both ends of the floor.
And Lamb drops them both.
The Thunder were the second-best road team in the NBA last year. Normally, a jump shooting team might have trouble on the road, but they are just that good.
No good from Turkoglu.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. As everyone knows, Amari Stoudemire has had to battle back from his share of numerous injuries, and he switched to a vegan diet in order to help stay healthy. He